So Michal, we're here in San Francisco. We just witnessed the most unusual keynote
Very
presentation.
long keynote.
Yeah, it was 3.5 hours long. This is at Google I/O, and it was quite unusual. You were here last year. It was quite a bit different, wasn't it?
I think this year it was a really good reminder that Google is a software company at its heart.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there were some mentions of hardware and those kind of initiatives, but it was really it was all about the developer, it seems like.
The conference started very much focused on developers and all these tools so they can make their applications better, their games better. The first product announcement from a consumer perspective was this music service. It had a very non-catchy name, but it's clearly a competitor.
Google Play Music All Access, I believe.
There you go. It doesn't roll
not
off
a
the tongue.
Spotify or a Pandora,
but
definitely.
it is taking on Spotify and Pandora
Yeah.
at the same time. What do you think?
Well, I mean, people have obviously been waiting for this. I was surprised that Google just kind of rolled through it very quickly. They didn't spend a whole lot of time talking about it today, but the big advantage that Google has, I think, is Android and mobile. I mean, they've got, 900 million Android users, something like that they just announced. And that must be an advantage if they play their cards right with getting, since so many people are, you're using it on your mobile device now, right?
Right, and for so many years, music was such a draw for Apple because the iTunes integration was just so seamless. It seems like Google now, it's taking one more reason away from having to get an iPhone for the people who still believe that way.
That said, I mean, it's also, they're late. Spotify, Pandora, there's been several services that have been out there for quite a long time. So we'll see.
It's interesting, too, that right before the conference, they seemed, there were some interviews and some leaks, and they seemed to downplay expectations that there would be some great